A day in the life of Ank, your ultimate English listening journey. What if every moment of your day could unlock the secrets to mastering English effortlessly? Welcome to Anks English, your cozy haven for immersive English listening practice that feels like a warm conversation with a friend. I'm Ank, your guide, and today I'm weaving a vivid tapestry of imagined conversations to help you learn naturally. Picture me chatting with friends, colleagues, and strangers as we explore life's little moments, all while you absorb authentic English. Whether you're curled up with tea, lounging in bed, or drifting off to sleep, this is your stress-free space to learn. Feel free to slow down the video, replay sections, or repeat lines aloud to boost your speaking skills. So, settle in, get comfy, and let's embark on this adventure together. Part 1. Meeting a new friend and sharing passions. Imagine I'm wandering through a vibrant park, the air buzzing with laughter and birdsong, when I meet Mia, a bright-eyed artist with a contagious smile. I can almost hear her say, "Ank, tell me about you. What lights you up?" I'd share that I grew up in a quaint seaside village where the salty breeze and crashing waves shape my soul. Surfing's my escape, I'd tell her, picturing her eyes widening. I love catching a wave at dawn, feeling the ocean carry me. She'd probably nod, saying she's more of a forest person, hiking trails to clear her mind. I'd ask, "What's your favorite trail?" And imagine her describing a hidden path lined with wildflowers, sunlight filtering through ancient trees. My mind drifts to hobbies. I'm obsessed with sketching, I'd say. There's magic in capturing a fleeting moment, like a sunset over the cliffs. I can picture Mia asking, "Got a favorite sketch?" I'd tell her about this stormy evening when I drew a lone lighthouse, its beam cutting through the mist. It felt alive, like the ocean was whispering to me, I'd add, imagining her grin as she promises to see it one day. Then she'd ask about my work. "I'm a freelance writer," I'd reply, crafting stories for travel blogs and tech magazines. It's like weaving dreams into words. I'd picture Mia as a chef, her hands dancing over sizzling pans. "What's your go-to dish?" I'd ask. Maybe she'd say, "A spicy ramen bowl. It's my heart in a dish." I'd laugh, confessing my stir-fry attempts often end in chaos. "But your ramen sounds like a challenge I need to tackle." These imagined chats spark such warmth, connecting us through shared passions and everyday joys. Part 2. Brainstorming at work. Now, picture me in a bustling office, sunlight streaming through the windows as I lead a brainstorming session with my team, Sam and Lila. "Morning, crew," I'd start, my voice buzzing with energy. "We're creating a sustainable travel campaign. Any ideas?" I'd imagine Sam suggesting digital guides to save paper. "Solid," I'd say, "but travelers love tangible keepsakes. What if we design biodegradable mini guides?" Lila might jump in, her eyes sharp. "Love it, Ank, but printing costs could spike. Maybe we partner with a green printer?" I'd nod, picturing her diving into research. "Lila, can you scout eco-friendly printers? Sam, explore interactive digital maps." They'd agree, and I'd feel the thrill of ideas taking shape. Later, we'd regroup. "Lila, what's the word on those printers?" I'd ask. She'd report that eco-paper's pricier but screams sustainability. Sam might add, "Digital guides are budget-friendly, but engagement fades fast." I'd propose a hybrid. Let's test digital guides with a small group and print limited booklets for eco-travelers. I can imagine their nods, Lila suggesting a QR code linking to our site. "Genius," I'd say. Then Sam might mention a rival's new travel app. "Let's hit back with a social media blitz," I'd counter. "Leela, craft a post about our eco guide's unique vibe. Sam, dig into their app's features. I'd wrap up, imagining us sketching a timeline, balancing creativity with strategy. It's like solving a puzzle where every piece sparks connection. Part 3. Catching up with an old friend. Now, let's say I'm strolling through a lively street market, the scent of fresh bread and spices in the air, when I spot Leo, an old friend with a grin as wide as the horizon. "Ank, it's been ages," he'd exclaim, his handshake warm. I'd laugh, asking, "How's life treating you, Leo?" He'd probably share that he's thriving as a graphic designer, juggling projects that light up his creativity. I'd tell him I'm still writing, chasing deadlines, but loving the rush of a good story. "Busy beats bored," I'd say, picturing his nod. "This market's electric," I'd add, eyeing stalls piled with colorful crafts. "Any big plans?" Leo might talk about a weekend hike, while I'd confess I'm craving a quiet night with a sci-fi novel. I'd imagine us reminiscing about college days, sneaking into late-night diners for greasy fries. "Remember that time we debated aliens over milkshakes?" I'd ask, picturing his laugh. He'd probably mention a new project, designing posters for a music festival. "That's epic," I'd say, imagining vibrant colors dancing on his screen. These fleeting catch-ups, even in my mind, feel like a warm hug, tying us to shared memories and new dreams. Part 4. Helping a lost traveler. Picture me in a bustling city square, the hum of voices and street music all around, when I notice Emma, a traveler with a puzzled look. "Hey, you lost?" I'd ask gently. She'd sigh, "I'm hunting for the Starlight Hotel, but keep circling." I'd smile, mapping the route in my head. "It's a stone's throw away. See that fountain with the twinkling lights? Walk straight, then turn left at the bakery with the blue awning. The hotel's across the street, tall with starry decor." She'd repeat, "Fountain, left at bakery, got it." I'd add, "If your feet are screaming, bus 15 stops here. Ask for Starlight." I can imagine her relief, her shoulders relaxing. Later at the bakery, she might ask for a quiet coffee spot. "Moonlit Brew's your place," I'd say. "2 streets down, their chai latte's a dream." I'd picture her jotting it down, thanking me warmly. "This city's overwhelming," she'd admit. I'd nod, suggesting a nearby park for a breather. "It's got benches under shady trees, perfect for recharging." Helping someone navigate feels like handing them a map to confidence, doesn't it? Part 5. My morning hustle. Let's zoom into my chaotic morning. It's 6:45 a.m., and my alarm's screaming like a banshee. I groan, imagining my roommate Kai shouting, "Ank, move it! Big meeting today!" I'd stumble out of bed, muttering, "Why did I binge that podcast till 1 a.m.? First, I'd make my bed. Can't start the day with chaos. Then a quick shower, the hot water waking me up. Kai might ask, "Jeans or slacks for the meeting?" "Slacks," I'd reply. "Gotta look polished." Breakfast? No time for eggs. "We're out of milk," Kai would warn. I'd grab a banana and yogurt, picturing him rolling his eyes. "You're hopeless without coffee," he'd tease. I'd check my bag, notes, keys, phone, then dash out. "Lock the door," Kai would yell. I'd imagine us racing to the bus, me double-checking my presentation slides. "You've got this," Kai might say, boosting my nerves. It's a whirlwind, but these morning sprints set the stage for a day of wins. Part 6. Nailing a job interview. Now, picture me in a sleek office facing Sarah for a content creator role. "Ank, tell us about yourself," she'd say, her tone warm. I'd breathe deep. "I'm a writer who lives for storytelling. I've freelanced for travel and tech blogs, boosting engagement by 25% with vibrant posts. Off duty, I'm diving into photography, capturing life's fleeting moments." She'd ask, "Why this role?" I'd light up. "Your company's authentic storytelling vibe inspires me. I want to craft content that sparks connection. Strengths? I'm adaptable and meticulous, I'd say, sharing how I revamped a blog post overnight to meet a client's vision. Weaknesses? I can overpolish drafts, but I'm learning to balance perfection with deadlines. Sarah might ask about problem solving. Once a campaign flopped, I'd recall. I analyzed data, tweaked the tone, and engagement soared 30%. I'd imagine her nodding, impressed. I'd ask about team dynamics, picturing a collaborative crew brainstorming over coffee. Sounds like my kind of place, I'd say, feeling the spark of possibility. Interviews are like storytelling. Show your heart and the rest follows. Part 7. Coffee Run Banter. Imagine me at Brewhaven, the air rich with roasted coffee. Morning. Medium latte, please, I'd tell Jake, the barista. Any flavors, he'd ask. Cinnamon for a cozy kick, I'd reply. He might explain, latte's creamier than a cappuccino's foam fest. I'd nod, sticking with my choice. Picture another customer, Zoe, ordering an iced mocha and a scone. This place smells like paradise, I'd say, imagining Jake's chuckle. Fresh pastries daily, he'd boast. I'd picture Zoe asking about decaf options and Jake recommending a smooth blend. These quick chats turn a coffee run into a mini connection, don't they? Part 8, Weather Chats. Now I'm walking with Tara, the sun blazing like it's July, not October. This weather's wild, I'd say, feeling the warmth. Tara might laugh. I ditched my sweater after the forecast promised sun. I'd imagine us swapping how sunny days fuel our energy. Rainy days, though? Perfect for binge-watching thrillers, I'd add. Tara might pick spring for its blooms, while I'd choose autumn's fiery leaves. Remember snow days as kids? I'd ask, picturing us sledding down hills, laughing till our cheeks hurt. Now snow's just a shoveling nightmare, Tara might groan. Weather chats weave us together, simple yet profound. Part 9, Grocery Store Quest. At the grocery store, I'm on a mission. Olive oil, where are you? I'd mutter, picturing Sam, an employee, pointing to aisle 8. Extra virgins up top, he'd say. I'd grab it, then debate pasta with imaginary Mia. Whole wheat or regular, I'd ask. Whole wheat's nuttier, she'd say. In produce, I'd pick avocados, imagining Mia's advice, soft but not mushy. I'd snag ripe tomatoes for a salad, checking for firmness. At checkout, I'd use coupons, saving $3. Feels like a jackpot, I'd grin, picturing the cashier's smile. Grocery runs are everyday epics, full of small triumphs. Part 10. Checking into a hotel. Finally, I'm at Sunset Inn, checking in. Hi, I'm Anks. Reservation under my name, I'd tell Emma, the clerk. She'd confirm a double room for 2 nights. Any preferences? She'd ask. Quiet with a city view, I'd say. She'd hand me a key card mentioning a breakfast buffet with waffles and omelets. Sounds heavenly, I'd reply, asking about local eats. Taco joint down the block? She'd suggest. Later, I'd call about a flickering light, picturing Emma sending Alex for maintenance. It's just a bulb, he'd say, fixing it in minutes. I'd imagine asking about laundry, self-service, or full, and Emma explaining same-day options. Hotels feel like home when the staff's this warm. Wasn't that a whirlwind of a day, packed with stories and connections? If this journey sparked your love for English, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join Anks English for more immersive adventures. Drop your favorite moment in the comments, and let's keep learning together.